to Algebra 2. This video is for Unit 3 problems at 1. When multiplying the expressions with the same base, you should add the exponents, meaning, let's say you add 2 squared times 2 cube. You add the exponents, so it becomes 2 to the power of 5. If you're dividing with the same base, you subtract. You have to have the same base, right? 2 is the base, 2 is the exponent here, 3 is the exponent, 2 is the base. So if this base are in the same, you cannot do this, right? So let's say you had 2 cube over 2 square, then you would have to subtract in this case, and it becomes positive 1. Any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So like 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 3 to the power of 0 is also 1, anything to the power of 0 is 1. A negative exponent means to take the dash of the base and take the exponent of the base and raise it to the positive exponent. A negative exponent means to take the exponent of the base, raise it to the positive exponent, and take it to the denominator, right? Denominator. Okay. When raising a power to another power, you multiply the exponents. Now, if you have this, right, when number 4, let's say you had 2 to the power of negative 1, it becomes 1/2. Raising power to another power, let's say 2 squared to the power of 3, just 2 to the power of 6. Cool, moving on. What is the value of 2 to the power of 0? It's 1. Which expression here is equivalent to k to the power of negative 19? Well, k to the power of negative 19 can be rewritten as negative 1 to the power of 19. This negative 1 becomes 1 over k, the power of 19. This 1/9 is just become 1 over k root 9. So it's D. Okay. Hope you were able to see that. I don't know. Again, negative 1 become 1k, 1 over root k9, right? Okay. Question number 8. You cannot see this. Okay. Which of the following is another way to writing it? Well, it's 125 to the power of 2/3 times 3/2. 3 cancels out, 2 cancels, you're left with 1. So whatever says 125 is the answer. This is not that. This is saying 125 to the power of 3 over 3, which is 125 to the power of 1. So it is B. Moving on to the next one. What is this? Simplify it. Well, pick your battle. Do you want a cube first or do you want a 4th root first? Which one is an easy battle to fight? Can you 4th root an 81? Yes, you can. It's 3, 9, 27, 81. So it's 3. So 1 over 3 cubed is 1 over 27. So that's what I should get. This is 81 to the power of 3/4. I see here that this, if I'm taking it up, it should be negative, right? Which is not the case here. There is a negative here that's hidden. So it is that, B. You cannot see it, didn't print properly, but there is a negative there that's hidden. So it's B. You didn't print properly. Which of the following is another way to write 49 to the power of negative 3/2? There's a negative there. So this is negative, it becomes 1 over 49 to the power of 3/2. Square rooting makes more sense because I can square root 49. It becomes 1 over 7 cube, right? So, and I see that option right there, 1 over 7 cube. Cool. Which of the following expression is equivalent to this? Now 4th root of 6, so you're going to have to 4th root every single thing here. This becomes 4a cube b to the power of 10/4, right? Oh, 4th root of 16 is 2. Sorry, that's what I meant. 4th root of power of 16 is 2. 2, 4, 8, 16. So it's 2a to the 3 b to the power of 10/4. Which one is that? Now you can simplify this as well. It's 2a cubed b to the power of 5/2. So it's a, and it's something, and it's b, and it's c. Look at that, they're both of them, right? They both are exactly the same. So you can check them, make sure they're simplified. Which expression is equivalent to this? What is cube root 27? 3. 9 of 3, 9 divided by 3 becomes 3, and n 11 divided by 3. So this is A, right? Yep. A is the only one. Now this one, which one makes more sense to do first, cube root or square? I cannot square out 27 on my head. I don't want to do that. I can cube root 27 and it's 3. 3 square is 9. Let's see which one of these has this. Cube root 27 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So this is one of the answers. Square root of 81 is 9. That's one of the answers. C is 9. Cube root 27 is 3 squared is 9, and 3, oh, they're all the answer. I thought select 3, didn't check, they're all the right answer. Question number 14. Simplify the following expressions writing in rational exponents only, meaning you don't want to have square roots anywhere, so they just want you to simplify, right? Start with this, 8 divided by 4, 2, a, remember you're dividing the a, right? So you're going to have to subtract it. A 3 over 2 minus 1/4, this becomes b 5 over 3 minus 1/3. So this is 2a, actually 6/4, 5/4, b, this becomes 4/3, and that becomes your answer. Cool. Next question. 9 divided by 3 is 3. There's a negative here that's you cannot see, but that was printing mistake. There's an x, -1. There's also a negative here because there's a huge gap here, so I'm guessing there's a negative there as well. I know there's a negative there, so it becomes positive 3/2, y to the power of 3/2 minus 1/4. So this is I need a 2 here, so -2/2, so x to the power of 1/2, y to the power of 5/4, and that is your answer. Looking at this, which of the following are the factors? What you're going to have to do is, if x minus 2 is a factor, right, then the x-intercept is at 2. We know that, right? X-intercept is 2, meaning if I plug in 2, I should get a 0. Here, if I plug in -1, I should get a 0. If I plug in 3, I should get a 0. And if any of this, if I get a 0, then it's a factor. So you're going to have to do this for yourself. Plug it in, figure out if you get a 0 or not. Question number 17. Factor completely. There's a cubic here, so you're going to have to factor by grouping. First two have an x squared in common. The next two have an x plus 3. What do these two have in common? Plus 2, you're left with x plus 3. Factor them out, you get x plus 3, x squared plus 2, and it's completely factored. Alrighty, this is the end of the video. This is, I guess, 8 minutes long. Look at that. Not even that much. Alright, see ya.